Now at 4:30, police arrested someone responsible for killing a man in Madison County. What friends say about the victim and the suspect next. An investigation is underway in Danville after 2 people were shot over the weekend. Police are on the lookout for a suspect there. And Hillary Clinton has announced her presidential intentions, but she's not the only ones making headlines. That story in just a few minutes on WKYT this morning.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome into you on this Monday. I'm Rebecca Smith. Bill Bryant has the morning off. We start things now with weather with Micah Harris.
We're looking outside, not seeing much go on now in terms of any rain in the forecast. It comes later on this afternoon and off into the evening hours. It's going to be a wet work week ahead. There's your look. First Alert Defender live radar. Good clean sweep. Temperatures are there in the 50s and 60s. Take you in towards your afternoon. We'll be sitting in the 70s. It'll be a nice feeling day, but you'll start to get that rain later on. Now I'll take you into your latest forecast and off and through your work week coming up.
All right, thank you so much. Well, it started off as a missing persons case. Now police are calling it a murder. The Madison County Sheriff's Department arrested a man Sunday they say killed another man. Billy Chadwell is behind bars after Francisco Martinez Castillo was found dead Wednesday. WKYT's Jordan Valines talked to friends of the 2 men.
For weeks.
The last day I seen him was the 20th of March.
Friends of Francisco Martinez Castillo wondered where he'd gone, why he left.
I thought it was just ran and run off or something.
The whole time not knowing that the man who police say killed Martinez Castillo was in front of them all along.
Nothing seemed abnormal, out of place, nothing with Billy. You know, he seemed like he was just as concerned as everybody else looking for Fran.
But what police found Wednesday.
When we seen on the news, the body found in the creek, and then it come out on the news that it was Fran.
The discovery led to the arrest of Billy Chadwell.
It is horrible. It is very horrible.
Just hours after his arrest, we spoke to a friend of both Chadwell and Martinez Castillo.
It's a shame. It's hard for me to believe.
She asked that we not use her name or show her face.
Feeling shocked. I actually had somebody in my home that done something like that.
Billy Chadwell's friends say that he has been charged with crimes before, but nothing as serious as the most recent charge of murder. Friends say that they're shocked that he's accused of killing someone who they say was one of his best friends.
Just never would have thought this. In a million years when I thought that Billy was capable of murder.
In Madison County,
Billy will get exactly what he deserves.
Jordan Valines.
He took an innocent man's life, apparently.
WKYT.
He deserves whatever they give him.
All right, thanks, Jordan. According to the arrest citation, Chadwell admitted he killed Martinez Castillo and gave police information that they say only someone close to the crime would know. Well, she said she wanted to change people's lives, and she did just that. Lauren Hill lost her battle with cancer last week, and today a community will come together to honor her memory. Hill spent months raising awareness for cancer research. Last Friday, her hometown community honored her at her former high school. Tonight, there will be a memorial service at 7 o'clock at the Cintas Center at Xavier University. That's the same place Hill scored her first college basketball goal. She will be missed and did a lot of good for the cancer research community also. Well, Danville police are investigating a shooting that seriously injured 2 people this weekend. Investigators say at about 3 Saturday morning, 28-year-old Wadja Beasley and 27-year-old Brandon Lofton were shot outside a club in Danville. When police arrived, they say they found one of the victims on the ground. We're told the second victim showed up at the hospital later. Police released this photo of the suspect. Investigators think the man, 24-year-old Darwin Cloyd, is the shooter. People living near the club describe the moments those shots went off.
All I heard was like the gunshots go off, and then you heard like this loud boom, and it sounded like something hit the pool table downstairs. And then you heard a couple more shots, and then you heard some screams, and then more shots. And then like I look out the window and everybody's like running this way and going that way. People's hiding behind buildings.
Police say Cloyd is about 5'7", weighing 170 pounds with black hair. Officers tell us he is considered armed and dangerous. We're told investigators are still, of course, trying to track him down. Well, Lexington police are investigating a shooting over the weekend near UK's campus. Police were called to an apartment complex on Red Mile Road about 1:45 Sunday morning. Officers say at least 5 shots were fired into the complex, hitting at least 2 apartments. That shooting triggered a UK text alert because the apartment is less than a mile from campus. A few minutes after the original call went out, a man called police saying he was shot in the foot. The victim was taken to UK hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A Richmond man is facing abuse charges after police say he tortured a 7-year-old girl. Deputies arrested 23-year-old John Wood Saturday night on Goggins Lane. According to an arrest citation, Wood was intentionally abusing and torturing a girl from November of last year through January of this year. There's no word on the condition of that child. It was a tense situation for many families in a Scott County neighborhood. Georgetown police say a fight between 2 adults involving 6 children escalated inside a home there. Officers went door to door evacuating families from homes on Hemingsway Place yesterday morning. We're told the man handed the woman a gun and asked her to shoot him. Officers eventually arrested the man.
Seen him bring out what looked to be a sawed-off shotgun and a regular shotgun and some other kind of little weapon. And after that, it's all the kids, and it's everything you can do not to just tear up and cry yourself because you're sitting there thinking, these poor babies.
Police say the woman involved was already outside when they got there. Search and rescue crews in Clark County spent several hours trying to rescue a man who fell into a ravine. Crews tell us that the hiker fell just after 7 last night near Halls of the River off Athens-Boonesboro Road. Firefighters say he injured his leg during the fall. The Clark County Fire Department asked the Madison County Rescue Squad to help them get him out. He was airlifted to UK Hospital. The third candidate for president has made it official. Former New York Senator and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton announced her 2016 presidential intentions Sunday. After a Clinton advisor sent emails to supporters, Clinton released a 2-minute video announcing her candidacy. Clinton is the first Democrat to announce her intention to run, and analysts say she's likely to win the Democratic nomination. Her victory is really anything but certain, however. Her opponents say she's in for a tough fight.
If you look at the facts of the scandal that surrounds her, you look at the facts of the recent polling where a majority of people in battleground states say that she's untrustworthy.
I suppose it's only fair to say.
Well, this is Clinton's second presidential campaign. She lost the 2008 Democratic nomination, of course, to Barack Obama. On the Republican side, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul is on the national spotlight as well. Senator Paul was on CBS's Face the Nation yesterday. The Republican kicked off his campaign in Louisville on Tuesday. This is Paul's first presidential run. He was elected to the U.S. Senate in 2010. During his interview with host Bob Schieffer, Paul discussed one of his greatest challenges.
What do you think your greatest challenge is going to be as a candidate?
I think it's portraying myself for who I am and not who people say I am. And that's probably true of all politicians. Your enemies will try to characterize you, and you have to spend your time trying to put forward who you actually are.
Paul also discussed the nuclear deal with Iran and his desire for peace with that nation. And just days after announcing his plans to retire from Face the Nation, Schieffer announced Sunday morning his replacement. That's CBS political director John Dickerson, who will take over for him this summer. You can watch Face the Nation right here on WKYT every Sunday morning. Well, thousands of people took advantage of the beautiful weather this weekend to watch the races out at Keeneland. The crowds were a much welcome sight after rain and lightning kept many away on opening day. Despite the rainy start, racetrack officials think this year's attendance will surpass last year's.
During the spring, people are coming out of winter. They're ready for some warm afternoons. They're ready to kind of get outside and enjoy the sunshine. So you do have a lot of really large crowds.
More than 37,000 people came out to Saturday's races. It's the third largest crowd in Keeneland's history. WKYT This Morning is just getting started. Thanks for starting with us on this early Monday morning. Traveling with kids can be a challenge. Doesn't have to be. Moms Every Day has some ideas to make road trips a little bit easier. That's coming up on WKYT This Morning.
And we're looking on First Alert Defender Live radar as we continue to track through the latest forecast. You're going to be seeing activity really on the increase, and I'll show you that coming up.